You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Hey, good evening. Welcome to Reach Across Live with your host, Paul Francis. You're listening to me live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM, coming to you live from the very beautiful city of New Orleans and all its surrounding districts. And you're listening to me in a very soggy and wet Cornish evening, summer's evening. Typical Cornwall weather, wet. Well, do you know what? I'm not going to... Billy Connolly, my hero, Billy Connolly, he said there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. And I've always stuck with that. Now let's have a look at who's already joined us. I'm not too sure who that is, but welcome. I'm not, you see, I get good evening, Facebook user, good evening. I don't know who you are. Thank you for being here. And you were first in right out of the gate. Faye says, hello. I like your cool intro music. It's very nice. No. She's not actually Scottish. I don't know why I'm doing it, but she's Scottish. She's got a Scottish descendants. Vanessa Mays joined us. Vanessa, good evening. My darling Emma Lorimer has joined us. Emma, good evening. Kathy Henley, Amanda Ramirez, Trudy Hall, Jojo Walsh, Lynn Fern, Roger. Everybody's in the house already. My goodness, it's rocking. It's rocking. It's everybody's here. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I have to be absolutely honest with you guys and tell you I'm very tired. However, the show must and will always go on. So we got Biden over here at the minute in the UK, so I thought I'd wear that as a bit of a, hi America, welcome to the show. So if everybody's going, what's he wearing stars and stripes for? Because I am. And besides, I'll be touring in America at some point in the not too distant future. Fingers crossed, one says. So welcome to Reach Across Live. You guys know how it works in Reach Across Live. It's a night dedicated to spirit and links and questions, Q&A, and of course, development. So when I say development, I mean your development. Doing readings is all well and good. If you don't understand what the readings are about, then you're not developing. So it's about developing you as well. Shani's joined us. Shani sending love, Shani. Very much appreciated and very much welcome. Thank you so very much. Janine Williams. Good morning, Paul. It's 4 minutes past 5 in the morning in Australia. G'day. Welcome to the show. Janine, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. There she is, little Susie Finicum. I so love that little name. Vindicum. You can see her just running around helping Santa load his sleigh, can't you? Love it. Absolutely love it. Vindicum. Lovely to see you guys. Welcome to the show. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you coming along. A little bit later on, I'll have my dear pal Roger joining us and his beautiful wife Faye, and they'll be, as always, part of the show. And now, basically how it works, you guys get it all together and send me some Q&A, some questions and answers. That's how to get them things moving. I've got the trusty cards ready to go as always. And I was on Roger's show on Saturday briefly, letting him know that he was using a deck of angel cards, which is lovely, beautiful set of cards. And just to remind him and all y'all that I've got a set of my own cards coming out in the not too distant future. And there'll be a lot more cards in the pack than the average deck. The average deck's around about 40, anything between 38 and 44, something like that. Mine's going to be a lot more than that. 7 minutes past 2 p.m. For Amanda Ramirez in Texas. You got to do it Texas style. Everything's bigger in Texas. Lynn is saying to everybody, make sure you share this. Yes, indeed. Make sure you share the show. Get it out there. Share it with your friends and family. Here's a big important thing that I need you guys to do. I need you to hit that like button. Smash that like button. Click it, bang it, thump it, jump on it, whatever you like to do, but make sure it's clicked, and then share the show. Get all your friends and family to come and join us via YouTube. It's always better. Hoping one of my loved ones connect with you this evening, says Vanessa Mail. Lots of going wrong at the moment. Do you know what? I'm going to bring this up. Because Vanessa, who's a lovely, lovely person, said, hoping one of my loved ones connect with you this evening. Lots going wrong at the moment. That's not the time when you want to be like hoping that your loved one's coming through. I'm remembering to do positive thinking every morning, Paul. That is the right way to respond there. Um, as I tell you guys on a regular basis, spirit is not here to live our lives for us. That's not how it works. Okay, you can call upon them to help, yes, and they can help by making things sort of um, happen maybe around you, but you have to be interactive enough to be able to make that happen. There's no point in giving you a key. I give you a key. I go, hey, there's a key. You guys take the key and they go, to what? Exactly. My point. Alrighty. So you need to be interacting enough to say, here's that key you were after. Oh wow, that's going to help me get through this issue. So, but they're not here to live your life. You have to make those things happen yourself. They can affect things around you so you see the right direction, but they're not going to live it for you. Okay, so when things are going wrong, you look for reasons on how you're going to repair that wrong. Okay, or what you're going to learn from that wrong and leave the situation in the past. Faye says, I've liked and I've shared the show because she's on the ball. Alison Anderson says, Paul, how do you bring your energy up? How do you bring your energy up? I've brought it up your screen so you can see. How do I bring my energies up? How do I raise my energies? Is that what you're trying to ask? I raise my energy through prayer, meditation, and focus, and years and years and years and years of experience. But it is through prayer, meditation, and focus. So then I will grind myself, raise the energies up, connect with the higher levels, connect with our higher self, connect with the universal energies, draw through the universal energies and protection, open up and connect to my guides, open up and connect to my angels, and open up an area of where spirit can then come in. The best way to do it is, how do I suppose a simple way of explaining this would be, I open up a lobby, a kind of a lobby, okay, a protected, encouraged, and energized lobby where spirits who want to connect with people can come and hang out in. All right. And then through building the energy with yourself and myself, they then use that energy to link with me, and then off we go. Well, fingers crossed, off we go. So I think things are going wrong for me at the moment are caused because I'm receiving help. No, not at all. Sometimes bad things happen to put you in the right place to move you forward. Do you know what, Trudy? You're not far wrong. You're not far wrong. I wouldn't use the word bad. Okay, that's not necessarily the right connotation. Things happen around you to maybe give you a shift. Okay, but would you say the movement of a set of tracks on a rail? So if a train is coming down the tracks, but we need the train to go to a different, would you say the shifting of those rails is bad or good? See my point? What's happening around you may well be to shift the rails for you. Um, but don't construe it as bad. Don't focus on it as being bad, but more of an opportunity, my love. Okay, more of opportunities happening around you at the moment. But you're too much of a good person for real bad things to be happening to. But as I've said on many occasions, what you give off as energy, you attract as energy. So if your mind, not, I'm not talking about Trudy, by the way. I'm not talking about my pal Trudy, not by a long shot. She is one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever had the privilege to call a dear friend. And but I'm talking about people in general. If your mind is focused, and I mean laser focused on negative energy, don't be surprised when negative things happen to you, because that's what you're attracting. You're attracting that to you, man. These nose is getting itchy, so spirit is starting to work with me. Now, Trudy, you have. I mean, you know, I've had the privilege of calling you a friend for the last crikey 30 years at least. Um, and I've seen you develop as a person. I've even developed you as a psychic, and because you were one of my students. And I know that your heart is pure. Your heart is a very genteel and loving person. And if you were a bad person, your animals wouldn't stay with you, and your animals love you. That. I mean, I that's the high and the low of it. You're a really good person. So it's time to shift the mind thinking into right. Okay, do you know what? I've kind of come to the end of the trail with this particular path. It is now an opportunity to shift paths onto a brand new chapter in my life, because the end of the book, you're not even close to the end of the book. You're not even remotely close. You're possibly just approaching halfway, maybe approaching halfway. I still think you're close to the front of the book. It doesn't matter how old you are, but your chapters can be long chapters. They can be short chapters. A chapter can be 1.5 pages long, a single page long, or it can be 500 pages long. So, but that's up to you. But you have everything you need to be writing a phenomenal chapter. Alrighty, you've got everything you need. Okay, and me. Remember that. Okay, today has been hard. Well, I'm just gonna bring it up for so we can continue with. Do you know what? I'm gonna open the door with Trudy tonight. I don't often do that with Trudy, so I'm gonna do it tonight. I've got the cards, Trude. Okay, so I'm gonna be shuffling those cards right now. Um, I've had amber on the cards, sitting on the cards. That's a piece of amber there, right there, and it's been sitting on the cards, cleansing and clearing the cards. Here we go. So I'm starting to shuffle them. Trudy has said today's been hard. Okay, but you're through it. You've handled it. You're at this part of the day, which is the latter part, 8:15 here in the UK. So you've managed to get through the day, and you managed to do it in with competence, with love, laughter, and you've recognized it's been a tough day. But the reason you're able to recognize it as a tough day is because you know what good days are. Because if you didn't know what a good day was, how would you know what a bad one is? If you don't know, if you've only experienced bad, what would the difference be? Okay. If you're experiencing great good days, then when one comes along just to show you how good they are, we refer to it as a bad day. But you also know that a situation, every problem is a situation with an answer. So it's a matter of selecting the answer to be able to dissipate the problem or learn from the problem. I would use both. I would dissipate the problem, then learn from it. What did I learn from this situation that I can take with me into the future to help myself and to be able to help other people? August, Trudy, is significant. August. I didn't even see the number 8. I saw the word August as being significant here. Okay. Um, Now, what did I say to you about your house? Your house is going to be where? Your house is going to be where, Trudy? I said it to you. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping in its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. Wow, Trude, check that out. There you go. There you go. And that's why, because you have the ability to be able to just go, do you know what? Right. I'm dealing with this issue here. What's the right issue? Do I want to deal with this issue? Question number one. The answer is yes or no. If you don't, then you'll procrastinate and you'll just let it simmer away in the background. If you deal with it, it's dealt with. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. It's dealt with. It's gone. It's over. Finished. Done. Bang. Thump. Next. Okay. But each opportunity, each problem is an opportunity in disguise. Alrighty. So remember that each situation, each issue is just an opportunity in disguise. Okay. As you rightly say, a situation is an opportunity to make you or assist you in making decisions. Alrighty. But I wouldn't jump in both feet just yet. Okay. s- August is flaring up for me here, big style. We're only a month away from August, okay, and I feel there's stronger things happening around that time of the year for you, okay, for bigger opportunities, bigger and more stable options are going to happen around that month for you, darling. Okay, remember there's a C or K name that's going to be connected in with this. Catherine, Kieran, Kyle, a C or K name to be acknowledged as well. And I keep getting someone tapping on my watch. So they either want to recognize that this was their time when they crossed over, or time is of the essence. Okay, it's your time to shine. That kind of feels more real to me. It's your time to shine. You are bigger, better, and stronger than you believe. Okay, so I need you to really step up and go. Do you know what? No, no, you need me more than I need you, and have that cocky attitude because that's the winner. You're gonna do all right, girl. I promise you. Um, let's have a look at what else is happening in the room. Uh, I did the healing meditation today. Felt so much better afterwards. Good on you. Well done. Prayer and meditation are the key. Let me just bring that up because it's easier for me to read here. Prayer and meditation are key to my keeping my energy high, keeping me focused, and keeping me grounded. Learning how to call upon my angels for protection. Yes, indeedy. Your angels. I'm responding to Faye, but I'm also teaching everybody else. The angelic realm is real. Trust me, it's very real. Okay. The angels, as we down here on the earth plane have guidelines and rules and regulations, so does the angelic realm. The angelic realm love interacting with us and they love helping us. But the rules state they can only help us once they are requested upon. So don't be afraid to call upon your angelic realm to help you. Don't be afraid to do it. Do it. And they love being played with. So, like for an example, I have said this many, many times on my show. I have parking angels, angels for parking. And people go, yeah, okay. Okay, Paul, lay off the sauce. But it's true. My children tested me one night. We were going to the cinema, and the cinema was in a different town, Truro City. And they went, okay, Dad, let's put your parking angels to the test. Now, we hadn't left our home at that time. So the guys jumped in the back. And of course, they were having a giggle, thinking this was all funny and I was going to fall flat on my face. So they said, go on, Dad. Let's see your parking angels. All right. Looking at each other going, So I went, all right. You really want to test me? And they went, yep. I went, okay. Now I want you to be aware of what I'm about to do. And they went, okay, Dad. So I said, I want you all to take a breath in. Everybody, including Johanna, went, and I said, parking angels, please be so kind as to get me a really good, decent parking spot on or near the cinema. So off we set. And of course, we're pulling in this the street in Truro where the cinema is called Lemon Street, as in the fruit lemon. So we're driving down, and it's packed both sides, all the way down. The kids are looking at each other, going, as literally as we're pulling right up to the cinema, a guy pulls out, and a space opens up right outside the cinema door. So I looked at the girls and I went, and they were both like, so I share that example with you because it's a wonderful, fun, your family orientated, connected little gem to share with you because it's real. It happened, and it happened in the full situation where everybody could see it. So I asked for a parking slot right outside the cinema, and it happened because they responded. They will respond to everything you need, whatever it is. If you have got issues in your life, and you say to the angels, please send me the angels of abundance, send me the angels of protection, send me the angels of healing, whatever it is. If you ask and request this, then you must be able to hand over that problem. You must say to them, right, okay, I'm going to give you this problem. Please take care of it. It's really important. And then give it to them. Don't give it to them and then be all over it like yourself, what we call micromanaging. Give it to the angels and let them do their work. But by all means, in the meantime, if you really think, I'm not too sure about this, then try it with a few little things first. You know, how cold do you know the water is until you put your foot in it? Off you go. Give it a shot. Rachel Woods, Scouse is in the house. Hey, Paul, hope you're doing well. Got a few nights off work. Good on you. Listen, when you got a few nights off work, Rach, take them off. Okay? A few glasses of red wine, not necessarily all on the same night, by the way, and feed up and relax because you do such a fantastic job. And it's really good to see you on the show, darling. I've missed you, and I hope you and the family are doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Vanessa May says, who's making your nose itch, Paul? I don't know, but when spirit is around me, spirit energy comes around me, my nose gets itchy. And you'll see me doing that. And please forgive me in advance if you see me doing that. It's because I'm not being rude. It's just that my nose gets itchy, and it's kind of a symbolized, worldwide renowned, known, symbolized that when Paul's nose gets itchy, oh, spirit's coming into connection with him. So, I don't know who is making my nose itch, but as soon as I was looking at Trudy's photograph, my nose started to get itchy. Okay, but it's somebody connected to Trudy's dad's family. That's much I didn't share, but I'm picking up. Moments from Paul on YouTube were fantastic. Really helped me with my anxiety. Rachel, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I have a show on my YouTube channel called Moments. So if you go into YouTube, you type in, the search bar at the top, just type Paul Francis Moments, and it'll take you to episode 1. And then my advice is to watch the episode. And then at the end of each episode, I think there's 16 episodes. At the end of each episode, there's a meditation. Now, my advice is watch episode 1, then do the meditation. Okay. Then do the meditation again and again until you've got the meditation down. Then move on to episode 2. Alrighty. So they're not going anywhere, the episodes, but they're there for you to use to practice, and it's all free of charge. As Rachel very, very kindly has said, it helped her with her anxiety, and it'll help you. There's multiples of options with Moments that will take you into different areas of your life and help you come through that. There's also a book that I wrote that accompanied the series called The Little Book of Quick Wisdom. It's available. Contact my website, www.paulfrancis111.com, and order your copy of The Little Book of Quick Wisdom. And I promise you that will help you tons. Thanks very much, Rachel. It's so good to see you here. Eileen Dickers joined us. Eileen, good evening. Welcome to the show. Trudy said I've never. Trudy says I've never been good with words. Getting you to shut up. That's the trick. So let's have a look at what's going on. Becky King, hi all. Didn't realize the time. Oh, Becky, welcome to the show. Good to see you. I love the ocean, says Trudy. It recharges me. Well, there you go. That's your message from the angelic realm and your family, my darling, to say get your butt in there, just chill out, sit on a rock that's safe. Don't be sitting there, then you're going to be washed off by a wave. Sit there, dip your toes and feet in the water, and just do a wee bit of meditation, and let go, my darling. Just let go of all the negative. Let it all flow back into the ocean. The ocean has the power to cleanse it all. Okay, let it take it away from you. Cleanse your aura, cleanse your energy, ground yourself, balance your chakras, bring down the energies from the universal energies and create the bubble. I've taught you all of those things. You know what to do. You can do it. I believe you. I believe in you. You can do it. Cheryl has joined us. Cheryl Ann Moorhan. Welcome to the show, Cheryl. Good to see you. Right. Vanessa says I got Parking Angels. They always help. There you go. See? Parking Angels are real. They've helped me many times, says Kathy. We call upon our Parking Angels all the time, says Faye. Doreen McAvoy. Hey, Doreen, welcome to the show, good girl. Jane Lowe says, I have angels watching over the car while I leave it park in parking lots. Jane, that's a really good idea. I use travel angels. I call them my travel angels. And I literally, as I'm driving the car, I literally visualize two angels flying one each side of the car and one over the car, keeping the car safe and keeping me safe and keeping our occupants safe as we're getting from A to B. So I literally have the angels come alongside the car like they're like Superman, doing the old Superman thing. So hey, trust me, guys, they're real. Give them a go. Listen, what have you got to lose? What exactly can you lose? Nothing. What have you got to gain? Everything. Give it a shot. And once your parking angels are in working for you, call upon the rest. Yes, I've always asked the parking angels for spaces, and I've also asked them to win the lottery. Yeah, well, be careful what you wish for. Yeah, but what do you call a lottery? That's a big thing. That's a big question. What do you call rich? What do you call rich? Do you call rich financially rich? Or do you call rich being surrounded by loved ones, family, and friends who love you more than anything in the world? Big question. Big question for y'all. Tina. Tina's in the high. Tina's right here. Hi, Paul. Hope you're having a great day. I am now, Tina. Now you're here. Days just got better. It's going to get worse in a minute because I got to bring Roger on. But anyway, but then again, Faye's going to be there, so it'll be better again. He's in the background spitting his coffee all over the place. We're all good, thanks. Got couch feet up the dog, knee bump. You're going for it. Good on you, girl. Right, so let's have a look. Mary Erickson says, hi, Paul, and everybody liked and shared. Thank you, Mary. It's very kindly. Ronnie's in the house. Paul, it's nice to see you today, Ronnie. It's an absolute pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. I'd love to know more about my dad's side of the family. We hit a dead end while researching a branch of the family tree. That could be why they're coming through more sort of decisively. So ask for more help in the area of your family, Trude. You're going to find there is somebody of office as well. I'm seeing like a mayor's thing, that gold thing that they hang over their shoulders. So there's somebody of office connected to your family too. There's a couple of people of distinction in and connected to your family to be spoken about as well. There's also somebody of fame because I'm seeing spotlight. So, but this fame has got something to do with engineering in some way. Alrighty. And there is a connection to your family tree that connects to the practicing for World War II D-Day. There's somewhere in that as well. Because I'm seeing all of the practicing going on, getting ready for D-Day, but your family connects in there as well for some reason. Alrighty. I'm going to press a little button because two reasons. Number one, it's time for me to promote the radio station. And number two is I am in desperate need of a drink. You can probably hear my voice. I will be back momentarily while you watch this. You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com. There you go. And let's have a look. Oh, we've got Chloe Saska readings. Chloe Saska readings. I think Chloe Saska is probably short for bullshit. And most likely a rip-off merchant. That's a thief. Probably not even a Chloe. And probably somebody from, shall we say, an eastern province of the world. Enough said. So my advice to you guys is please report them to Facebook and make sure that you do not give them any details. Don't let them onto your Facebook page and don't let them even anywhere near you because it's a scam. Alrighty. Right, let's go back up here. Chloe Saska readings, that tells you about everything. Okay. Probably Chloe Saska is learning to read. That's probably closer to it. So let's have a look. Cheryl Ann Moreland says, my first time here. Well, Cheryl Ann, welcome to the show. Welcome to my show. My name's Paul Francis. I am they say international psychic reading, but the only reason I've been told I'm international is because I do reads all over the world. I suppose that's international. I'm a published author and I've been doing this professionally for 35 years. My show is, yes, I do reads, but so there's 1,000 other psychics. But so I kind of take it to 2 or 3 steps more. The reads should not only be about sending you a message, but it should be about how you can use the links to better yourself, and I call that personal development. Okay, so you're welcome. You're very, very welcome to the show. If you want any questions at all, Cheryl, please whack on, and I'll be happy to answer them. Eileen says, "What about archangels? In what respect? Oh, you mean in yes, I use 5 archangels. I use the Archangel Michael, Raphael, Jophael, Barakel, actually, Gabriel. Yes, sorry, I left out Gabriel. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Jophael, and Barakel. So I always go through them like this: Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Jophael, Raphael, and Barakel. And those are I kind of call them my angelic team, and I use those guys in relation to everything that I do. Anne Marie says, "Hi everybody." Hi, Anne Marie. Gives you peace of mind, says Jane Lowe. That indeed. Janine Williams says, "Paul, if there's anything comes from me, please let them know I'm here." Trust me, Janine, they know you're here, my angel. All right, they know that you're here. But that being said, I'm getting a very strong impression of a feminine energy, like a motherly grandmother figure. Already, the energy. I don't know if this person lived either a distance from you, but I'm feeling distant, and it doesn't necessarily mean distant emotionally. It can be distant physically. Already, the name Marie, strong M mark. There's a strong M name. Just before I go into anything like that, be advised that when I give a name, it doesn't necessarily mean that person's crossed over. If I say a name, it could be a connection too. For my referencing, me, Paul, references, it means who they are, who's with them, or please say hi to. But there's a strong M name. I'm getting a pink line. That's my symbol for maternal connection. But the distance thing is the bit that's coming up. Okay, so they want me to acknowledge distance here for some reason, whether it's an emotional distance or whether it's an actual physical distance, I don't know. Somebody crosses over with a and like a strong infection, like an infection of um, the respiratory system, or it affects the oh, what do you call that system? The nervous system. So it's either the respiratory or nerve system, or a combination of both. Okay, because I'm seeing symbols that tells me it's to do with nerves, but breathing is very, very labored. Okay. I want to say as well, as I'm looking at you, Janine, I'm supposed to say to you, no, no to the tattoo, or don't do the tattoo, or something about the tattoo I'm supposed to acknowledge. I'm hearing very, very unique music in the background here. Symbolic music, if that would make sense. But I'm hearing it in a different. What I'm hearing, you wouldn't make any sense of, because it's referencing to me. I'm hearing music from Riverdance, so that means symbolic music to me. So for, if I remember correctly, you're from Australia, so it could be Aboriginal music, which would be symbolic music. Okay. Um, but I'm hearing, what's the name of that? Didgeridoo. I'm hearing a didgeridoo sound going on, which I would love to know how they do that. I'm hearing that sound. I'm hearing that sound going on in the background. Um, it is time for I don't know what you guys call it in Australia. In America, they call it vacation. Over here, they call it holidays. But it's time for a holiday. It's time to get out of the norm and do something with friends and family that has got more of a relaxed and enjoyable connotation to it. But my impressions, or the energy they're making me feel, is that you're very you get bored very, very quickly. Wow. Right. You're gonna I'll show you the card first, and then we'll discuss it. So Janine, the card that comes out is that new partner. Let me just show you down here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that amazing? So, chance meeting is no mistake. It's divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by their sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Now, when a lot of people look at that card and they see new partner, they go, "Oh my god, am I getting a new boyfriend, new wife, new husband?" What? No, no, no. New partner is not. Yeah, it can be an emotional partner, but it can also be a partner that helps you get to from A to B in your life. Alrighty. So one more time, that is for you, Janine. Okay, my darling. I do hope that helps you out. Thank you for being here. Okay, Duckish, Lemon, Stockish. Mary Schaltman. Hi, Paul. I'm a friend of Roger and Faye's, and I'm enjoying listening to you. Mary, thank you very, very much. Speaking of which, I better get him on, hadn't I? I don't really want to, but if I don't get him on, he's only just going to whinge. He tends to whine a lot. So I better send him a invitation. Faye, Faye's different. She's really good. Alrighty. He's gonna come on here now. He's gonna be like all cocky and stuff. You watch. Right. So Trudy, Anne-Marie said, Trudy, I can help you. I'm doing genealogy. There you go. Rachel Wood says, I had a dream the other day where my mom was sitting at the top of my bed with a yellow or gold aura around her. She was smiling and looked how I remember her in her younger years. It was look perfect. Perfect, Rachel. Because I did say to you guys that they come back and show themselves at their best. Okay, and you've just seen that. I would definitely put that one down to a visitation rather than a dream. I would definitely put that down to a visitation. And that would tell me, Rachel, that you're still fighting over her leaving us. Okay, so you're still battling with that, which is totally and utterly, completely and utterly understandable. Okay, my mom's been gone, oh crikey, 20 odd years now, and I'm still fighting with it. Yes, he's in the house. He's here. Well, I he's probably dead. He's not usually there. Yes, he's in the house. He's not talking around. So,
Good evening.
bonsoir. Bienvenue. How are you, pal?
Good, buddy. I'm doing good. Thank the Lord.
And you're looking good. You're looking very healthy today.
Well, I'm here. We will go into the health thing, but I'm here.
I can
I
hear our
wanted to tell Rachel Woods, Paul, if I may.
yeah,
I got the name Maury.
Maureen
No, Maury. Just Maury.
or Marie.
Maury.
Maury. Okay.
You
Where's
got
Faye, by the
you're
way?
getting bounced all over the place.
Where am I bouncing? She says I'm bouncing.
There she is. Like, I'm not surprised you're bouncing, but you just as well count yourself lucky you've got Faye.
I didn't get the link, by the way.
Oh, she didn't get. Oh, there you go. There you go. She did not get the link.
Well, that's down to you.
That hasn't got nothing to do. You're the one
When,
that's
when I
having.
send her, when I send Faye the link, she sends it to you, so you could have flipped it over to her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Honestly. Anyway, while we're doing that, while we're getting Faye sorted out, Paul, do you believe in karma? I've always felt that if you try to do good and be honest, then you will be looked after. I wonder if karma is real and the reverse is true. Becky, 1 billion% true.
Yep.
Karma not only is real, and you give off that energy of positivity and love and strength that will be responded back to you, but so is the opposite. For everybody who has done wrong in the world, people ask me this all the time, and I don't understand why they ask me this. But people ask me, people like Hitler, will do they go to heaven? It doesn't matter whether they go to heaven or anywhere else. Their karma has to be settled. Okay. So, in however way that karma is responded to, it has to be settled. So, Hitler might have passed over and then immediately sent back to Earth as whatever. But his karma must be settled. So, anybody who goes out there to hurt people on a deliberate level, that karma will be settled. They don't get away from it. It's real. Roger, while you're talking to Becky and Rachel, I'm going to go and invite your wife onto the show. So you carry on, yeah, talking to those lovely people.
Okay, first off, Rachel, I just got the name Maury. I don't know who it was. I didn't say that was your mother's name, but I got the name Maury. Okay? And, speaking of karma, let me tell you, folks, karma, we have a saying in Spanish that says, Nadie se va de este mundo sin pagar, which means if you do something wrong, you don't leave this earth until you pay for it. So trust me, there's karma all the way.
All the way up and back down again.
Yep.
Um,
Hello, everybody.
Eileen Dickerson, Azriel, and Mercy. Azriel. Suzanne's joined us all the way from Egypt, by the way. All the way from
Wow,
Egypt.
that's cool. There's
Oh,
my wife.
look where Faye went. Faye came up on the top of me, saying, "Send him down." Ooh.
I'm sorry, folks. I gotta tolerate this guy. He's up there right. No, this way.
Let's have a read. So Suzanne's joined us all the way from Egypt. I so wish that's definitely on my to-do list. I really, really want to go there. Carol Fitzgerald Horton says, "Hi Paul, I believe I have spirit guides." Yes, you have spirit guides. Was wondering if you could tell me how many and what their names are. Well, as it happens, Carol, I will be doing a seminar on Meet Your Guides. We've got dates for the house move at long last. So right after that house move happens, I will be doing seminars. There's about 3 seminars already lined up to do, and one of those seminars is Meet Your Guides. And the Meet Your Guide seminar, I'm not going to allow any more than 20 people into the event. No more than 20. So that means I can give you guys a really good one-on-one time frame. Initially, I was going to only do 10, but I was thinking long and hard about it, and there's so many people emailing me going, please add me to your to the show, to the event, sorry. And I thought, well, do you know what? It's so easily controlled, and it's so easy for me to bring all y'all through at one time. The multiple energies, all from coming from you guys as well as my own and my guides, linking with your own guides would be good enough for me to be able to do up to 20 people. Okay, so I'm going to say a maximum of 20. Okay, but that'll be coming up very, very soon, Carol. So if you go onto my website and you send me an email on my website, then you will be able to sign yourself up for those events. Alrighty, but we all have guides. We are born. In fact, we are given our guides before we're born. Okay, so our guides are actually with us pre us entering the physical. See, I'm really, really lucky. I got my guide, and then she appeared right beside me on the show tonight.
Cool. I can't. Oh, cool. Yes.
And then I
Good
got
to
my
hear.
devil. You know the way you got it. You ever seen that? You know, you got the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other.
Why don't you go like this? Reverse it. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
What were you going to say there, Faye? What were you going to say?
I think I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I know my daughter wants to be in some of your seminars too.
Absolutely, we'll make that
Tanya
happen.
was
That's not
very
a problem.
interested in knowing about learning about her guides, and so I'm so glad you've extended or made it a bigger class because I know she'll
No
be
problem. We can make
getting in
that
touch
happen.
with you. Yeah. Okay.
No problem at all.
Sweet.
I just got an ancestry thing. Can't wait to get it all done and sent off, says Julie Sharp. Well, I can imagine that being quite exciting.
I did it.
You've done it as well, Roger, have
Yep.
you? And what kind of
It's
what
a
kind of
hot
background
mess.
did you get?
I was told that I'm the father of puppies.
Now something tells me I don't disbelieve that. So,
It's
Thank you, buddy.
it's enough to scare me. Um, Roger, I'm gonna say that as I've looked at you before, I've seen conquistadors.
yep.
Runs in my
Spanish.
family.
Yeah,
It does.
He has
Yep.
Spanish. He has
The
native.
conquistador.
And when it's plural, it's conquistadores.
He's such a show off, isn't he?
Like you
No.
like the way I did that?
No.
Hey, listen, Faye.
What?
No, he speaks Spanish very, very well.
I know. I'm
It's
trying
English
to learn
he
it.
struggles with.
Well,
And speaking of that, buddy, this is gospel truth. In the 11th grade, I had to take
here we
3
go.
courses of English.
yes.
And you still didn't get it right.
No,
So,
I was at that same school, so I know.
Yep. We had classes together, my wife and I.
But I didn't even know he was there. I didn't.
No, because
I
she'd pass right by me
I
with her
did.
books.
I did. I was a geek. I was
nothing wrong with
really.
gigs, nothing wrong with focus.
I know, look at Paul.
I talk to I say to my children, here's how I got I use motivation with my children all through their lives. I said to Rosie, my oldest daughter, the one who just got married recently, I said to her, okay, you've only got, what was it? I'm just going to work it out here. Sort of 40, that's what it is, 40 months. She was starting high school. I said, you've only got 40 months to get yourself ready. She goes, 40 months? What are you on about? I said, so that's just a little over 2 years. She goes, no, I'm at high school for 6 years. I went, no, you're not at high school for 6 years. You're only at high school for a certain amount of months in each year. If you bring them all together, it's only about 40 months. She went, oh my God. And when she figured that out, she was like higher in the class. My son, I just said to him, I said, okay, son, what do you want to drive, a Mini or a Porsche? And he said, well, a Porsche. I said, right. In order to be able to afford to drive a Porsche, you need to be earning in this level. To be able to get these kind of jobs, you need to be having results from college of this level.
Yep.
boom, hit them all.
Yep.
So motivation is down to individual people. There's no one specific motivation for anybody.
Right.
Um, you know, it's like we're motivated to be here every single week. We take on we take the time out of our lives to do this work. We take the time out of our lives to help people around the world. And the reason why I'm doing this in a motivational way is to bring it right back into what Becky was asking about karma. Okay, so when you have your mind focused on what it is that you want, a lot of people don't know that. They don't know what they want. They say to me, "Oh, I want, what can what can I use the motivation for? What can I use the universal energies for?" And I say, "What do you want?" And they go, "Well, I don't know." I say, "Well, how the hell can the universe help you if you don't even know what you want?" Okay, so it is really a big question that I think I've said it on this show. Um, what do you want? And then they do the Miss World thing. Oh, I just want world happiness. Yeah, well, when you wake up out of your dream, in about 50 to 100 years time, I think we'll probably will have universal peace and world peace. I think in about another 3 years time we're going to have a massive door opening effect where the our friends who visit us from other planets are saying, well, listen, we've been here for a long, long time. By the time you guys woke up on guerrilla bombs and stuff, I think that's probably going to happen. It's already happening. So, but I think that's going to come to bigger fruition in about
Right.
36 months.
Wow.
So, I think it's already happened, and I think the governments now. My feeling is, please correct me if I'm wrong, but my feelings are they have gone to the government and went, no, no, you're not going to keep us back anymore.
Yeah.
We've played your game long enough, and don't bother with your big weapons because we'll just take them out
I
like that.
know. The, yeah. Well,
So
I'm on your side. I'm hoping you're right because
don't hope, no.
okay. Okay. I'll bring it
Listen,
to another
you've
level.
done everything that you've overcome all the negativity in your life. Okay, you married Roger,
I
so
did.
everything above that's going to be
It's
wonderful. It's all
thank you.
beautiful energy coming in.
Well,
Okay,
I've been I read a lot, right? And so I have to read a lot in order to catch up with psychic mediums because you guys kind of have this inside track.
no,
S-
okay, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to find an answer for your own way of becoming a psychic medium, and you don't need to because you will be your own psychic medium. Okay, in fact, if anything at all, I think you're well down the line, and that is being around Roger a lot. Okay, you're
Yeah.
being around Roger, who's an excellent psychic medium, and you're interacting with the audience, you're interacting with Roger, and you're seeing his rhythms.
I
Okay,
do.
but you will work differently to him.
I don't know what he's doing. Do you? He's so
I'm not too sure
annoying.
he knows what he's doing, so it's time to maybe give the guys a call. The ones with the white coats. So so the but you'll find your way. But that being said, all that being said, I've always told my students read, 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 read. Then when you finish reading, read some more.
Right. I mean,
Okay, because
there's
you will find
concepts
your
that
own
I
niche.
am just learning. I mean, I feel like there's so much to learn, so little time. That's what I feel.
Um
No? Yes?
um okay. Here's a great way of teaching it. When you're
Okay.
doing personal, and I call it personal development. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I refer to it. I don't call it psychic development. I call it personal development. So
Hmm.
when an artist, let's say like Picasso, or let's say somebody who's I can't remember the name of some of these big beautiful artists that created sculptures. Okay,
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Well, okay, so does Michelangelo go? One actually, one of them has said, no, 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 no. I don't create the art. I just take away the stuff that shouldn't be there.
Okay.
The
I
art is
gotcha.
already there. Okay, the
It just
statue is already there. I just take away the bits that don't need to be there. Okay, so when you come to development, say for example, when you come into my classes, all I do is take away the bits you don't need.
that's so cool. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and when I'm doing the introduction to guides, you do all the work. I don't do it for
Mm-hmm.
you. Okay, I take you to where you need to be to
Mm-hmm.
do the work. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I take you to where you need to be. And I'm talking not just to Faye here. I'm talking to about everybody who's listening to the show tonight. I take you to a place where you need to be safe, secure, and confident. That's all. The rest of it you do yourself. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
each time we come back into discussion, all I will do is take away those little bits of I'm not too sure. I'm not sure, but sure. I'm not sure if I, and I'll just take away those little elements of the of no confidence. I'll just pull those away. So if I take away all the no confidence, what are you left with?
Total confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence. Okay. So
Confidence.
then it's like building a house. So what we've done in the initial meet your guides is we have set the platform of the house. Okay. So we've set the foundations, and from there we build.
Okay, I'm ready.
I know you are. You're going to be better than him, but that's not going to be too difficult. But
So
so
Rachel's asking, did you see that? Rachel says, Faye, do you ever get messages for Roger?
that's a good question.
It is a good question.
That's me
Right
you're
now,
pointing to. He's pointing. I don't know if he's pointing at me. Hey, that's heading towards my nose.
so Rachel, right now, I seem to be able to be tuned into Roger a lot. Of course, that happens to a lot of married people, but
Hmm.
it's quite weird sometimes how I'm thinking something and he says, I think I better call this, better check into this. And it's like a random thing in from the outside that we haven't thought about for a
Hmm.
while. And we instantaneously are thinking of the same thing we have to do.
What's it
Uh,
called, Paul? Telekinesis or something like that?
No,
telepathy.
telepathy. Telekinesis
Telepathy.
is when you're able to move things with it with
Ah,
your energy.
okay, okay.
Yes, we have
Oh, I knew what you meant, buddy. Among the, I
and I
take the
can't
mic
pronounce
and
it
we have a
correctly.
laugh and a giggle, but there are times when you got to be slightly serious. But telekinesis is the ability to be able to move objects through energy. Okay, and
Okay.
we all have that energy. Something I used to teach Maya. I used to teach Maya how to build up energy and build up the energy in between her hands. I used to teach my students this as well. And if you ever get to come to one of my weekend seminars, I will have you working with energy so strong that when you push, you'll actually start pushing your lower hand away,
Wow.
and you'll be able to mold the energy, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to push it and pull it and stretch it, and then from that we'll be able to assert that energy to help people heal.
Wow.
Reiki.
Okay. Reiki energy is a form of energy. It's a form of drawing down energy into a specific focus. The energy that I work with is, uh, for want of a better word, divine energy.
Mm.
Okay, because you always hear me say, fill it with the white light of love and divine energy. Okay, so when I start pacifying the energy between us, the the energy that I was initially introduced to is called chi.
Okay.
Okay, which connects to your internal energies as well as your exterior energy, which would be your aura. So it's a matter of working with the chi energy, and you'll start when you start working your energy between your two palms, and you start pulling away, you'll start feeling it, and it's almost like you've got not crazy glue, but glue that can become strands. You'll start to
Wow.
feel that, like, and people go, "Oh my god, yeah, I could feel it." Now I say, now try and compress it, and it'll be like you're trying to push in on a balloon, and then you start building. And Maya used to sit when she was like 8 years old and work, just sit there and work with it like that.
That's so
And it's
cool.
like working with dough. So I teach my students how to do that. I teach my students how to do what's called remote reading. So in other words, they'll have their back to the class. So for example, say I would say, okay, Faye, we're going to do an event with you right now. So we put you right at one end of the room, okay, and you'd sit, and we put a blindfold on you, okay, and you'd face the wall. We
Mm-hmm.
would let you see what's in front of you, so you don't get scared of going, "Oh, what are they doing?" By that time, by the time we were doing that, you'd be trusting everybody in the room anyway. Alrighty.
Hmm.
So imagine now, everybody, Faye's sitting at one end of the room. She's sitting facing the wall. Then we put a blindfold on her, and I say to her, "Now, Faye, start opening that energy out. So pushing your aura all the way out till it fills the room, and then contract it back in again. And you just carry on doing that. So I will get everybody in the room, okay, to stand up at the back, at the furthest point away from you, okay." So I will pick one or two people in the room. You won't know who they are, because as far as you're concerned, you're just dealing with the energy in and out. And I will say to them, "Step, step," and they'll do, each time I say step, they'll step closer and closer to you, to the point where you feel their energy, and then you put your hand up once you feel their energy, and I will say left or right, and you'll go right. So the person to your left, I will just say sit down, and you will connect to that person, and you'll the reading you'll do for that person will blow your mind. You haven't seen them, you
Wow.
don't know who they are, you're not connected to them, you're not thinking I have to perform, I have to perform. You're just connecting what you're seeing, feeling in that energy, and that's called a
Okay.
remote reading.
Wow.
And that will blow your mind at how good that you become with that. So if you think about this, when I'm doing reads for people all over, like I'm doing reads for people in Egypt, I'm doing reads for people in Australia, people in America, people here in the UK, but I'm
Hmm.
here in my house.
Right.
Okay, so it's an extension or a beginning to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy that you guys can do that. It's really, I mean, it's crazy work you guys do. Can I
Well,
just say? But I mean, it's wonderful, and it's just,
what
a
what it is I love the way you say there. I do. I genuinely love it. Um,
really.
yeah. But when you sit down and think, you go, how the hell's that got to be? But what we are doing is we're evaluating the ability based upon our physical awareness. Okay. So when you say, for example, you're standing in your kitchen in your house. Okay. And again, once again, I want you all to imagine this. Imagine you're standing and you're doing the dishes. And very often people, when they're doing the dishes, they get caught up in just in the moment, and they're doing the dishes and their mind wanders into doing different things. And so you're kind of like, da, 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 da. Roger will walk into the house. You may not have seen him walking in, but you know it's him.
Hmm.
How do you know it's him?
Yeah,
Say the words.
I can feel it.
There you go. Hence the words psychic ability. I can feel, I know it's him. I can just feel his energy. People say
Uh-huh.
that. And even people go, I felt it was you. They say it all the time. But then when you say to them, well, you're psychic. No, I don't believe in that crap. You said I felt him, and that's it. You don't have to see him; you can feel it. And it's the same thing with your children. You're feeling.
Mm,
You pick up to your daughter and you go, "How you doing?" I'm just
mm,
feeling. She goes, "Mom, I need your help,"
mm-hmm.
because you're feeling it. Okay, and that's the psychic ability.
The kids, I get you. I've always been like really in tune with them. I'm not,
Yep.
but I don't feel I'm any different than many mothers,
No,
absolutely,
no,
or
you're
parents.
absolutely spot on. You're spot on
Mm-hmm.
both those
Mm-hmm.
statements. Listen. You guys have a stronger connection to your babies than Roger and I have, because
Yeah,
you
sure.
you're the factory. You
Yeah,
created
they
it.
were with me. They were with
Yeah,
us.
they were
And
connected to you physically
mhm,
for 9 months
correct.
thereabouts.
Yep.
And our energies, Roger and I energies, we our energies initially connecting to them is psychic, because you have them as a physical being, and we have them as, oh my god, I can't wait for my little baby to be born. So our energies is building up from a psychic perspective,
Right.
where yours is a physical perspective, then psychic. Do you
Right.
follow me?
I
So
do.
it's an amazing. I love life. I love
Yes.
this work. It's every day we learn more stuff, and
I do. I do. It's a wonderful. I mean, we said Roger and I said I had a little conversation the other day that, we do a very strange business, but it's a wonderfully fulfilling
yeah,
business.
yeah.
It's helping people connect with wonderful things. You know.
Wonderful things that affects them on their
Yes,
own.
and
I'm being told to leave you alone. Look, Trudy said, "Leave Roger alone."
Thank you,
Okay.
See,
dear. Let
um,
me. Can I intervene a
You
little?
may.
do you have
Can
to?
Okay, I'll go home.
go ahead, honey.
Go ahead,
Oh,
brother.
this is Paul's show, by the way.
What
Go
it,
ahead.
what Paul is talking about is taught to us in martial arts. The energy, the
Mm,
key. It's all in your kata form, everything. And another way you can test yourself, folks, this happened to me truly. I ended up getting battery acid in my eyes.
wow.
So I had patches on my eyes and I was blindfolded. Hence, I could feel when somebody was around me because you feel the energy coming towards you. And I go, who's there? And my
Yeah.
sense of hearing would kick in, my smell,
Yep.
everything. And that's how you can develop these things
Yep.
working with that. Put a blindfold on and
Put a
walk
blindfold
through
on.
your house.
When you put a blindfold on, your other senses automatically enhance.
Yep.
It's like, for example, let's go on to another subject that Roger and I have at love at heart is music. Right, the best percussionist on the planet is profound deaf, totally deaf, but she is the best percussionist on this planet
Oh.
Who
because
is
she
it?
works through feel. It's the feel of of the beat and the energy, but she's profoundly deaf. Google it if you don't believe me. It'll come up and it'll show
But
you who she
isn't
is.
isn't that from the vibrations of the
Yeah,
floor?
the vibrations. But that's what I'm saying. Other senses will take over and help and work.
Yep.
So and that's why people say to me, "How come ghosts come out at night?" Well, they don't. It's just our senses are much more attuned at night because the darkness kicks in, so we become a little bit more aware with our energy. So, but our spirit energies and friends and ghosts are happening
Oh.
all day and all night. They just we're just more tuned into it at night, and you can hear more things happening in your house at night
Mm-hmm.
because
Because
there's
things
less
are
things
settled.
going on.
Yep.
So
Right.
that's why I wanted to quickly just jump on Emma's question, or the passing of my granddad make me meet a long distant uncle. Do you see me and my family reconnecting with him, Paul? Well, here's the thing, Emma. If the passing of your grandfather facilitated that connection, then there was a reason for that to happen. Okay. But like I said to, who came in and I forgot who it was at the start, asked me a question. Um, Spirit isn't here to live our life for us. If you really, really want to, Emma, if you really, really want to connect with your uncle, then make it happen.
Yep.
Okay. Spirit made the initial assessment there. So your grandfather's passing created that connection with your family, but it's up to us now to do the rest of the work. Would you agree, Roger?
Yes, it wasn't coincidental. There's no
No,
such thing as
I don't
coincidence.
believe in coincidence.
Nor do I. It happens because the spirits made it happen. Now it's up to you to either drop the ball or pick it up and score the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. If you know what the hell you're talking about, but yeah. So, um,
Okay, coach.
Score the goal?
Quarter.
Rachel. So, see, Roger, we're a bit of learning time for Roger here. Okay, bit of learning time, Roger. Time to learn, Roger. Say yes,
Yes.
Paul. I'm gonna bring something up for you to see, and you're gonna learn a lesson, Roger.
See.
My mom was called Doreen.
That doesn't have anything to do with the
Maury.
name I gave
Doreen
her.
Sorry,
sounds
Maury.
like what you hear me say on a regular basis.
Maury?
I may be off by the name, but I won't be off by the initial or what it sounds like. Maury, Dory.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my brother.
Well,
I would take that as a very, very good connection.
thank you.
But also when you're on stage, when you're doing this in front of a room full of people, you're gonna have so much energy slamming into your face at once. You need to be a little bit more aware that you may be hearing mixed cross. And there's another thing that happens to me when I'm on stage is you heard me talk about it the other night, called a Me Too. Okay. So for an example, if you guys didn't know each other And this has happened actually in my shows, where one family member only got tickets for the upper area of the theater, and another family member was down at the right hand side. And I'm looking and I'm seeing this line go
Oh
like
yeah,
that. I'm
you
like
did that.
going, excuse me, and I just made them stand up. And then, do you guys know each other? Like, oh yeah, that's my sister or my cousin or whatever. Okay,
Wow.
so those kind of things are going to happen, and so don't be so tough on yourself and try and force through. So because sometimes you'll be, it's like walking into what you guys in America call a bar. We call them pubs over here. Walking into a pub and there's all that hustle and bustle that's going on. Sometimes just you'll just hear that sound in the background, but did you hear it absolutely perfectly clear, or was it like, Dory, Maury?
I just heard it like a pew.
Okay, so don't be so tough on yourself. Remember, we are the what? What are we called?
Psychic mediums,
No, we're the
the in
medium. We're in
betweens.
between. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's up for. I always say it's up for you to get it right, not me. My job is to deliver your message. That's all, and it's up for the person to receive it to understand that as well. In Rachel's case, Dory, I would say you were spot on with that one, mate. Even though it sounded slightly off, but Maury sounds very Scottish.
I don't know what nationality, but
She's Scouse. All right, dear, like speaks like this, yeah, like that, like like the Beatles, like Scouse.
did you ride the
And
cab with
House?
Tim, honey, or what?
What?
Was
no, I
he your
can
cab driver?
no, I'm telling sound like that because that's how Joanna speaks. She's a
No.
Scouser. All
She's
right,
watching
dear.
the show, by the way.
The cab driver, that cab driver was crazy, crazy. I
Oh,
don't know what.
Scottish, yeah, he's a
Oh
country
Lord,
you know that, I know. Oh,
he
yeah.
he was having a lot of fun with us. I think.
We do.
Yes.
Joe Sampson's joined us. Good evening. Hello, Roger. And my lovely friend, says Janine.
How
At
are
least he
you,
has
dear?
one. Lupita
He's got one
Prado.
friend.
What a beautiful name. Hi, Roger and Paul. Lupita, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheryl Ann says, hi, Roger and Faye. Leanne Garza. I said, hi, everybody.
Wait a minute. What was that name?
Leanne
Leanne
Garza?
Garza? That's my.
Garcia.
Oh,
Oh,
Garcia.
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 When you say Garza, it just boom. That's my
Ooh.
sister-in-law.
Gotcha. Uh, Love and Light to You All, says Stephen from Manchester. I don't know how Stephen's and Vanessa's messages have overlinked there, but there we go. Richard Dearden, yep, we only had like 3 minutes of it. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's
But anyway.
talking about somebody in and out.
Jojo Walsh says, Paul, a woman who. A woman who. Okay, I better bring this up because it's. Right, Paul, a woman who put a GoFundMe page up for my cousin Thomas Pickles, who was laid to rest today, had stolen 2,000 from his funeral fund. Okay,
That's
that's not a
something for the
good, but
police, no?
that's a job for the police, Joe. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're bringing that up here for, but that's why I never use any of these things.
Mm-mm.
Paul, I have a question for you.
Anytime, brother.
We've watched, you and I know both watch these paranormal shows, the ones you don't like.
Well, I left the family watching one a minute ago, so there we go.
Why do they start out normal dress and then when you see them again, they're all in black?
It's called dramatic effect.
That's so dumb. It's like,
Well,
okay, I'm trying to blend with the dead.
trying to blend with the darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do you know what? There's something about uniformity. I kind of like uniformity, to be honest with you. And in all honesty, I'm not going to take the Mickey out of being dressed in black because all my paranormal teams had black T-shirts. Because it kind of looks cool. It's uniformity. Okay,
But why wouldn't it be white or red or green or yellow?
it can be anything you want. It can be anything you want. If you want to have everybody dressed in fluorescent yellow, it's fine.
Well, we believe, for protection, we believe that if you dress in either white or yellow, that protects you.
All right, do you want me to countermand that? I remember
Go ahead.
walking into a church, right, and this got you something this is going to blow your mind because I wore a black suit with a black shirt underneath it, and I went to do a Christian spiritualist church. I was asked to actually do a service, and as I was finishing, this lady went, "You shouldn't wear black." I said, "Really? Why?" And she goes, "It's bad luck." I said, "Really? So what do you say a priest then?"
Hmm.
Exactly.
So she went, "That's different." I went, "In what way?" "Oh, I know. The little white bit here, that's the difference." So no, the color of your tunic, the color of what you want to wear it's got nothing to do with it. And everybody, it's old wives' tales that starts these things off by saying, black's negative. It's all this negative. No, it isn't. A black is a combination of all the lower tone colors. White is a combination of all the higher tone colors. Okay, so if you look at it from a scientific point of view, that's what it is. I wear black because I feel better when I'm wearing it. I feel a
Hmm.
bit more sort of control. In fact, my favorite color to wear when I'm working is blue. I feel much more spiritual connected when I'm
Mexican
wearing blue.
blue.
More of a like an electric. You see the blue that's there, and if you look at the background, you
Yeah.
see that sort of what we call it electric blue. That's my color. I'd really, Johanna says it makes my eyes pop, and all that. I like that color. It makes me feel more connected to spirit. But if you look at all of the events and shows and TV shows that I've done, I'm always wearing a black suit. Except once when I turned up to do a show and I forgot my suit. I forgot. Actually, Trudy was at it. We were doing a show at a big brewery in St. Austell, and I went to get my suit out of the car, and I left it at home. So
Wow.
I did the show in my jeans and t-shirt and a nice kind of loose shirt, and nobody knew any different. So it was only in
Wow.
my mind that I
Yeah.
had to be. Anyway, we are 20 past. I can't. What? 20 past 9. What? Phew,
It
time goes
just
past.
is crazy.
Trudy's going. I remember that night very well. I had the stage built before me and everything. It was a really cool night. In fact,
Wow.
it's on YouTube somewhere. Paul, what color is related to your guardian angel? I wonder if there's a connection there, says Anne Marie. Well, yes, indeedy. Various angels do have colors. Some angels will be, for example, the Archangel Michael is depicted by the color blue. Okay, he has the blue cloak of protection, and I actually put that on when I'm going to do paranormal investigations, or if I'm walking on stage to do a show. Like for example, I'd love to speak to Roger just before he goes to do his show, because I'll do some meditation, send the angels to protect him, and wrap him in the blue cloak of the Archangel Michael, to protect him, and then I'll send Faye in to do the job right. So, but but no, yeah, different colors do depict. The Archangel Jophiel is depicted with the color green for healing. So you're absolutely spot on, Marie. Look at the colors that will denote different angels. Um, Gabriel is gold or yellow. Again, I want to see him around. There's a gold and yellow sort of connotation with him as well. But don't forget the Archangel Michael's the warrior.
Yeah.
He likes to fight. And if he can't find a battle to get involved with, he tends to fight big things like bulls and stuff like that. He enjoys fighting. That's a good question, Emery.
Mhm.
What about you, Roger? How do you want to respond to that one?
No, I love the question. It's great. But I'm curious to know what about San Rafael?
Raphael. Uh, you said Saint Raphael.
What? Run that by me
Well,
Did you
so
again?
say
is it? Michael is an angel, and there's a Saint
there's
Michael. That
this is
he
Saint
calls him
Michael
Saint
and there's a
Michael.
Saint and then there's Michael the Archangel? They're two different people. And there's Saint Raphael, who's different from the Archangel Raphael. But you said San Rafael, which in
Yeah, well,
Spanish
we
is
always
Saint.
call him that.
Well, that just goes to show you do it wrong do that even wrong as well.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know
Teacher, I
what's
feel like
you
a potty teacher.
what color do you see around those particular people? Just because I
No,
see that.
you're right about Saint Michael,
Mm,
and
He
you're
calls him
also
Saint
right
Michael,
about
and he
Saint Gabriel. To me, it's Saint Gabriel.
right? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, now we go to San Rafael. Who the hell? Oops, sorry.
Oh, I can't believe you said that word.
But what I'm
How
saying is,
cool it
we
is.
go to San Rafael. What color do you see him in? Because keep in mind now, he's for the
Red,
medicine.
red, connected for the earth, the connection, like a grounding.
Okay, okay,
Does that make sense to you?
yeah.
Just as you were pushing, just seeing the color red come through.
Because they, like they say, for the medicine, automatically you go to the Red Cross.
Oh, there you go. Um, those are great questions, by the way. Thank you very much, people. Don't forget to make sure you share the show. I can't believe we have gone through literally an hour and 20 minutes already, just like that. I have got some good reads in tonight, though. That's pretty
You
cool.
did.
But what was I going to say to you as well? Don't forget, where are we? Tonight is Monday night, so we have your dear friend. What's her name coming off the
Laura
show?
Lee,
Laura
Laura
Lorley
Lee.
Lee's coming
Potvin,
on with the Angel
Angel
Rock.
Rock on
There
this
you go.
network. Hmm.
Then we got nothing tomorrow night, but we got Wednesday night. We've got Latino Psychic Visions
Yes.
with Faye and Roger. Make
Yep.
sure you guys are around for that. Which time? What time of the day is that for?
It's 7 p.m. Central. And
Which
oh, I'm
would
sorry,
be
wrong. 4 p.m. Central. It's
4 p.m.
changed.
Central, which is around about for us about 10 p.m., isn't it?
It's 9, 10.
9 o'clock.
No,
So
it's 10.
It is 10. Okay.
It's 10.
I can never
thank you
And
for
remember.
my reading,
folks,
Paul. I needed that.
if I may, Paul,
Sure.
we are going to talk, believe it or not, things that happened to me divinely. Okay, I'll never forget them as long as I live.
There
And
you
that's
go.
if you tune in Wednesday, that's what I'll be talking about.
All right. So make sure you guys put that in your diary to come and join these guys on Wednesday night. Um, if all is serving me well, I have a relaxed Wednesday, so I could well be in the area. Thursday night is going to be an interesting night, very interesting night because it's my baby's prom night.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So my
oh.
baby Maya is prom night for Maya.
And she gets to wear that
And
beautiful dress that you found
she's
with her,
well, she's
right?
that beautiful dress is fortune. Um,
I heard you.
let's put it this way: this dress cost me more money than my first 5 cars did. So
Alterations or what?
the purchase of the dress.
Purchase, because it fit her perfectly. She,
Oh, she's had alterations done to it. I don't know why. I
oh,
thought she looked beautiful in it.
right. It was
But so
supposed to be hers.
I've got that on Thursday night. So I don't know whether or not I think I'm going to be here. I think I'm everything's going to be tickety boo. But
Okay.
I would love to go and get her and bring her on, say hi to you guys. But I'll do that on Thursday of the
Okay.
weekend. And then of course then we're back on Saturday with This Mugs for You with my two dearest pals again with Roger and Faye.
Are you going to be
So
available to be on that show with us?
I don't see any reason why not.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That's awesome.
Stuff changes between now and then, of course, but
I know.
I don't see any reason why not. Things are happening for us here that have been seen to be quagmired for so long. We've been trying to move, and nothing's been happening. And now all of a sudden, it seems things are starting to happen.
Well,
So
that's good. That's good.
like
I'm
blooming
glad for
time
you.
too. I've been getting so. I've inherited my dad's. He just had no patience, and
Oh,
I got no patience, and I have zero patience for idiots. That's why you see me getting a bit irate when you get morons trying to jump on and
hmm,
crash the show.
I know.
Right, Roger. Guess what I was given today? A brand spanking new Mercedes sports car.
What?
What?
Yeah,
You were given one?
yeah, to drive around in today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They said I
Wow.
went up to get my car, serviced, and they
Yeah.
went, "Oh, Paul, you're not supposed to be until tomorrow." And I said, "Well, your guys told me to come up today." And they went, "Oh my god." Well, I'll tell you what. Don't worry about it. Here you go. You drive this car for the next couple of days.
Wow. How fun is that?
Got into it and went, "Oh,
Is it
yes."
right-handed steering or left-handed?
We do everything right over here.
Why did I ask?
I love your face, Paul. That's good.
Well, he does. I mean, it's like Abbott and Costello in it, and the straight guy, and he's the funny one. So, but he just makes it so easy.
Okay.
Can you drive a right-handed? Can you drive stick?
See,
Yeah.
Of course, I can see.
I drove
Must be.
semi, so what does that tell you?
Semis are big trucks.
The semis, I've driven those.
Yeah, I love that. Was one of my favorite jobs. I didn't drive we call them articulated trucks over here. I didn't drive that level, but I did drive what you call rigid backs or whatever you call them. I don't know American. The truck and the flat back is all one rather than the semi being
Oh,
articulated.
Oh, a
hitched.
van. A van.
No,
Big
not a
van.
van. It's a lorry. We call them lorries, but it's big. It's bigger than a van.
How do you move around
Okay.
the corner?
I used to drive those. Um, just they're just you've
Could
seen
you reach the
you
pedals?
oh, here we
You know what?
I got him.
I'll take care of him, Paul.
thank you.
I'll take care of him.
Yeah. See about 3 o'clock in the morning, Faye. Just go,
Yeah.
hey! Did you hear
Wake
that
up.
downstairs? Did you hear
Right.
that? Did you hear that? And you go, what? And just go.
Good. I'll give him a call.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway,
go.
we have reached the end of the show. I can't believe it. I don't think you're invited to the prom, Paul, says Trudy. I don't think so either, but I think I'll be looking through the
Through the window.
doors with a high-powered rifle and like, watch who's that going near my daughter? Okay.
Poor Maya. Poor.
There's a lovely picture as I'm walking Rosie down the aisle, and I'm looking at her, and then the picture was taken perfect at the perfect moment, and I'm looking at her husband to be like that.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah. I know.
Anyway, there's Kay. Kay, you've just come in literally as we're about to go. Literally, Kay, how are you? We have
Kay.
literally probably about 130 seconds left. Roger and Faye have come and joined me as always and make my show it's just bearable. So it's an absolute pleasure to do. And I was really in dire need of you two guys tonight because I was really, really genuinely hand over my heart, exhausted, tired. And I've just been so busy. So I was thinking I've got to do the show tonight. I hope Roger's fail because I am so tired. And I always tell people you should never work when you're sick or tired.
Right.
You should never work.
No.
So you guys have backed me up as always. Way have to catch up. Been following grandson's flight to Johannesburg. Says Julia, first big flight, and he's on at 18. Oh, bless him, bless him. Bet you that was a bit scary. Lovely to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Please do come back and join us on Thursday night, but please join Roger and Faye on Wednesday night for Latino Psychic Visions, especially if you're in the United States. Make sure you share their show. That's a brilliant show because Faye's on it. And make sure that you join up just to give him some sort of like, yeah, you're right. He needs a little bit of a, Faye, what
4
he
o'clock.
needs.
It's 4
He needs
o'clock.
he needs 4 clocks. So, well, I'm late, but so maybe next time I'll get here in time. Ruth says, Ruth, listen, you're never late. The very fact that you come on here and said that, thank you. It's gone 9:30. That means we got to get off the
Gotta
air.
go.
We're going to say goodnight to you all. And we're going to wish you all the very best. Communicate, appreciate, and validate everyone in your life. So a medium never has to do it for you. Take time out of every day just for yourself, okay? It takes literally 30 seconds to meditate. If you can go into deep thought, you're halfway to meditation, okay? Give it a go. Give yourself an opportunity to wish yourself the best, to acknowledge and invite only the best to you. And remember, a problem is a situation with an answer and usually an opportunity in disguise. All the best until I see. Oh, look, we got another one. Somebody gone auto right, Madikia. So, Jojo Walsh, if you want to go in there, that's on your head, be it. My boy's in heaven with 2 of his friends. I was visiting with his friends and parents yesterday. Sorry, Tony, I'd love to be able to help you, my darling, but we are literally at the end. Good night. God bless. See you all very, very soon. Until then, be safe.
Bye bye.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com.